right, Sid.
All right, St. Warren. Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, now listen, this is going to be a little bit different this time, okay? Because, you know, a lot of times we talk about the products because we got great products. There's no doubt about that. You know, these are products that definitely everybody use. But this video, we're doing something a little different. We're not talking about products, St. Warren. What are we talking about?
Man, we're going to be talking about something that everybody is looking for in a business.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody is looking for, or not say something that you should be looking for in a business.
Yeah.
That you should be looking for that long-term residual.
I like
that type of money. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Not that short-term, that long-term legacy money that we've been chasing for since I've been online doing my thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a difference, you know, because a lot of times people don't know, especially if you're just getting into this industry in the past 2 years, you know, or 3 years, you might not understand when Sam Warren says legacy money. Okay, that's a lot different from make money now, make money online. Make money online lasts for maybe a month, 2 months, maybe 6 months, and then it goes away. All right. So it scales to about maybe $1,000, $2,000, maybe $5,000, maybe $10,000. But then it goes away. You know, it doesn't last for years and years and years till it gets to that, you know, level where you're doing 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. That's legacy money. Now, Sam Warren.
Yeah.
What is the difference between young Sam Warren that chase make money online money versus Sam Warren now that's going after legacy money? What's the difference?
Man, it's just the mindset. The mindset is thinking about, you know, every time something new came along, I was shifting. I was building organizations, building teams, and, you know, going through the numbers. But it seemed like every time the company would leave because of it being a startup, you know, you're at the ground floor. And, you know, you're a pioneer and you're going to be a founder position, you know, all that kind of stuff. You know, there's a limited amount of people in this and, you know, nobody really knows about it. It was just you being that person, you're at the top, but it just seems like being at the top ain't always the best position, you know, because now you got to go through all the pains. You got to develop the marketing systems and find out what works and what don't work. You know, I just got fed up, said I needed something that I can plant my flag in and just say, hey, this company is worth investing in. This is something that I see myself doing for the long term. You know? And that was it, just maturing in what I was doing and not chasing. It's kind of like food. When you put a food in and put it in the oven and you don't give it that time to mature, and you know, rise like it's supposed to, then when you pull that product out, then it's not the way it should be. And that's the same thing with a lot of people out here when they're building their business, is they want to go through it, but they're not giving it time to mature and actually give them what they need. That's where the real residual comes from, Sad.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because that's the goal that everybody wants, is residual income that comes in month after month after month. But if you only have 6, 7, 8, or 9 months, it can't be residual, not for very long, right? Right?
That's right. That's right.
So there's certain things. There's certain things that I know you and I look for in a company. There's certain things, right? And based on our experience, because we both have been in this industry for a number of years. And one of the things is that the product, you know, beforehand, I didn't really care too much about the product. I was like, well,
I sell anything. I don't care what the product is.
Right. I looked at the comp plan. That's what I looked at.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. I'm going to share something with you guys that I figured out about the comp plan. Okay. If somebody came to me and talked about the comp plan, by default, you know, if you don't know if you're not used to this, by default, they're talking about recruiting because they're not talking about the product, right? They're saying the best thing is the comp plan. Don't really worry about the product. That means that you're going to have to go out and get a lot of people. That's fine. But what ends up happening when you run out of distributors? When that last distributor comes in there, then your income slowly starts to dissipate. It goes away because people are not making money, okay? So if somebody comes at you and they're talking about a comp plan versus a product that somebody else that's not in a business would use, you got to understand that's what's really going on. It's not to say that's bad, okay? Some people do very well with those types of opportunities, but if you're talking about legacy money, and that's what we're talking about, saying, Warren, legacy money, the kind of money that goes on for years, then just a comp plan isn't going to take you there. It's just not going to take you there. And saying, Warren, you probably have ran into some things, I'm sure, about, comp plans and that. Hey, let me ask you something. If you were able to get a great comp plan versus a great product, right? Okay, what are you going to choose?
I would choose I'll probably choose the great. It depends. Like I said, if you're in it for the short period of time and you just want to make some fast money and it's all about you and you're not worried about nobody else, then of course it's going to be the comp plan.
Right.
But if you want sustainability, and you want something that's going to last, then it has to be a product that's usable, consumable, and something that people use and has a high retention rate,
Right.
Something that people do regardless.
Yeah.
And they don't have to make a real conscious decision about using your product because especially when it's something that nobody else can duplicate.
That's the main thing.
when it's patented.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When nobody can get it and you're in an area, you're in a space all by yourself. I had some people talking to me about a couple of startups, but it just seems like, well, there's no patent on the product and there's going to be another one starting up next week and another one and another one and another one. Mm-hmm. And, it's nothing wrong with competition because, hey, our world was built on competition. But, I mean, we want to level the playing field and have something where we have exclusivity, if I'm saying it right, exclusivity for what we're doing. And that's what I love about this company, said.
Right.
And they just keep innovating with more and more products. But, it's about the business.
Right. It's about the business.
It's about the business.
It is about the business. And, you gave a real honest answer because there was not a right or wrong answer. It's a depends answer, what you're looking for kind of answer, And I knew that you would give that right, straightforward answer versus the typical, well, let me just say product.
Let me tell them what they want to hear.
Right.
What they need to hear.
Right. So that's the reason I asked that of you. You said something, Sam Warren. You said something, and you're talking about a product that is unique, a product that can't be duplicated by competition. And you mentioned a product that is very easy to understand and that's used every single day. The thing about it beforehand, when I was younger, I didn't look at that, but now I realize it. If I could get me a product that everybody used every single day and it can't be duplicated, then what do you get? You're talking about automatically. I want you guys to think about that. You're talking about customers. Think about it. You're talking about customers. You're talking about people that can use something that they use every single day, and you got it, and it's unique enough so that nobody can duplicate it. Now, that's the secret to getting residual income, because it doesn't matter the number of distributors that you have. You can have 100 distributors, you can have 1,000 distributors, and that 1,000 can go back to 10 because you have your customers, because you have those two elements, right? Something that's used every single day and something that can't be duplicated. That's long-term legacy money. That's where it comes from. So I wanted to share that with you because there's a different side of this that comes into play. Sam Warren, let me ask you this. Now, the company that we are working in, right? The company that we're working in, they have those things, don't they?
Right, they do. They have a beauty care line. They have a fitness healthcare line. They have an energy, and then they just added a new hair care.
Now, but hey, but that doesn't sound like uniqueness to me. You know what you said.
Right. That sounds like something that everybody else is doing. Well,
Right.
see, said this company is the forerunner or the innovator of nutrigenomics. It's the study of health and how it affects the body. There's no other companies in this space. And then they have a product that has a patent, which is very unique with Nerve 2 product. It's just, it has a long name, but that's the short name of it, NFR2, Nerve 2. But that's an activator. It removes oxidative stress, all the harmful stuff from your body, which we're affected, that is proven to cause disease. Oxidative stress is directly related to whatever diseases or deficiencies that you might be having. And this product is known to extend life by 7%. Now that's a big claim by a company.
Yeah, it is.
Revolutionary.
It is.
By science, and I actually said for those people that want to find out more and want to research it, they can go to PubMed.gov, and that's where all the doctors compile their information, and researches, studies, peer reviews have been done, and peer reviews are not cheap. I think it's about $1 million to do a peer review, and we have over 29 studies on our particular product. But on oxidative stress, there's like thousands of studies on that, and we didn't pay for none of them.
Now, here's the thing. Now, I wanted to kind of show this to you guys as an example, okay? With our company that we back is LifeVantage, okay? And those products that Sam Warren was talking about, yes, they're great products. Here's an example, okay? We have a hair care product that came out. Now, I want you to understand what we just talked about. This hair care product has the Nerve 2, right? And what Sam Warren is saying is that, hey, when you use this product, it goes down to a cellular level, and it tells your cells in your head, your scalp, and everything to take different actions to produce different results, right? It's on a cellular level. No other product can do that, right? So it's unique. It can produce different results than any other product on the market. And it's patented. So if you tried to copy it, then you're going to have a very powerful and rich CEO calling up his lawyer saying, hey, take care of business, all right? So, these are the kinds of things that you want to look for, because now you're no longer talking about, or you're saying Warren and we're no longer talking about just recruiting, right? We're talking about a customer, because we know that the customer has hair. Every day they gotta wash it. Every day they gotta care for it, right? And then at the same time, every day they want it to look great, and this product can do it. See, choosing a product is based upon, are you going to go for customers, or are you going to go for recruiting? When you go to customers, usually those customers, they end up becoming distributors. Am I right, Sam Warren?
Exactly. Hey, but you know what, Say? You just think about it like this. Most companies, when they're trying to get the market share, they're fighting over what? They're fighting over customers.
Yeah.
Walmart, Big Lots, Kmart, Verizon, Sprint. They're fighting over customers. They can hire plenty of employees, but they're not making any money until somebody comes in and continues to buy the service or the product. And that's what it's all about. And having something that once people get it, then they stay with it. And this has a high retention rate. I mean, one of the highest retention rates that I've seen out of any product. And like I said, I've never been so enthused about being in a company and selling products until now.
Yeah. You
Because
know,
you can stand up against anybody and you say, hey, I know I got something that you need.
yeah, and it makes all the difference in the world. So, folks, you know, I know that you might be in another business. We get that, and you may be saying, well, I'm not in that business, so how does that apply to me? Look at your own product. Does your product, if you're going for legacy money, ask yourself, does your product stand up to that test? Okay, because if you're going for legacy money, but you have a make money now product, it's going to be very frustrating because you're not going to get to that legacy money. There's nothing wrong with the business. It's just that having that knowledge of understanding the power of your product is going to be dependent on what you want from it. You want legacy money, there's certain things that you need to have in place to get legacy money. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
All right, all right.
Makes sense.
All right.
Totally makes sense.
Now,
Right. You gotta assess your product, and you know, don't fall in love with it just because of the hype. You know, look for the longevity in it. You know, I heard of a few products online, and they were hot, and everybody was doing it, and now it's starting to taper off. You know, you don't hear so much about it. You want something that's consistent and that, like Ted said, that people are going to be using over and over and over and over again. Right. But hey, man, we want to get to our tips, Ted.
All right, let's go get them.
3 simple tips, and I think I got you got the tips right, Ted. The first one.
I don't have the first one. You have.
All right. So I done expanded my screen. The first one is 3 simple tips to grow your business and grow it fast. And it has to do with what we were just talking about. We was talking about customers, but on the other side of that, you want to be prospecting.
Yes.
And you said you know what prospecting. Do you know what prospecting is? Tell me what it is when you're prospecting. Give them a little example of what are you doing when you're prospecting.
When I'm prospecting, here's what I'm doing. I'm trying to solve a problem. I'm finding out, do they have a problem, right? Now let's start. Let's take for like let's say that I had some type of service that helped people with their cars, right? So if I want to find out that this person has a problem that I can solve, I'm going to ask questions, right? I've got to find out do they have a problem with their car, right? So when you're prospecting, you're not pitching. I'm not saying, hey, guess what? I got a service that you're going to need, and it's for your car, and blah, 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 blah. No. I'm not saying that. I'm asking questions. I'm asking questions. Hey, when's the last time you had your car service? Have you had any problems lately? Yeah, I have. You know, it makes a funny noise when I'm driving. Oh, really? Does it make one of those noises that go like that? Yeah. That's it, kind of. Well, guess what? I tell you what. I think I might have something that could help you out, because that thing going like that, if you keep letting that go, it's going to get worse, and your engine might go. Right?
Exactly.
That's
Prospecting is real simple. Basically, is seeing if they're open to an opportunity, or seeing something, or checking out a video. Just seeing where they're at. You know, if they're in business or whatever. We need to do that more, and most people aren't doing that. Said during the course of the day, you can find out where you are and where you're trying to go. If you're really trying to build, then you need to be getting in front of so many people a day. Said, you know, we run the numbers.
Yeah. You
need to be talking to a minimum of at least anywhere from 9 to 15 people a day.
Yep.
You know, trying to talk to them, seeing if they're open, having a conversation. You know, that's point number 1. Tip number 1: be prospecting. Put the business out there in the atmosphere. Whatever you're doing, you know, do a body check. Hey, I'm just checking to see where you at, if you're open to something. You know what I'm saying? If you do that more, start more conversations. Like said, find out what issues they're having, pain points, and then direct it back to what you're doing. If I could show you how you could fix that and you could see where this could help you, would you be open to taking a look at it? You know, if you do that more, boom, now you're going to start getting your leads, and leads going to lead to more people seeing your business, and then more people seeing your business going to lead to sales. So that's first and foremost. And then the second one is you got to buddy up.
Yeah. That makes a big difference.
Pair up. You can't be by yourself. Say, look, and said, you know, when I wasn't there, you know how it felt. Okay.
Yes.
You feel all alone.
Yeah.
You have no energy to play off of. You have nobody in with you. You need a ranger buddy, as I used to say in the military. You need a partner. Team means everything. And I'm not just saying just because you're on a team. No, you have to have your own individual team, you and somebody.
Right.
You know, and all right, when you go into the gym, man, it's hard to be self-motivated. I need someone to say, hey, Sam, come on, let's get 2 more. Hey, sometimes you call me and you say, man, I ain't got no energy.
I do. I did that earlier today.
I need your energy. I need you to lift me up. Give me something. Come on. You know, that kind of stuff. You need that in your day-to-day walk in business. You need someone that's going to drive you, someone that's going to compel you to be a better you.
Yes.
That's tip number 2. And then, so at the end of the day, you need to duplicate. You need to find someone in your industry that is doing it. That is doing it, and you need to connect to them. I guess that's a part of teamwork too, is becoming a part of a mentorship or coaching. Everybody needs a mentor or coach, whether it's in your business or out of your business. You need to find someone who is going somewhere, moving and shaking, not just talking about it, but you can see they're active every day in doing business.
Oh, you just said something. You just said something.
What's that?
You said something real deep. I just want to let you know, okay? All right. You said somebody that's not just talking, okay? When you're on social media, everybody talks. Everybody talks. I'm just giving you some tips now. Everybody talks. But what you want to do is what someone told me. They said, don't listen with your ears, listen with your eyes. All right. With your eyes, because you've got to see them taking action, right? Exactly. If you got somebody that's doing a video and saying, hey, I'm going to show you guys how you go about talking to somebody, and he calls somebody up out the blue and he's just talking, and you can see for yourself what he's going through or what she's going through, you got something to work with.
Exactly.
Right? But if you got somebody that's just on social media and they can make a video, right? And they can go in there and they can post and they can say this and that, but you don't really see the work that's really being done behind the scenes, because there's work that has to get done. Then you want to be kind of, not to say that that person doesn't do work, you don't want to go all in until you know for sure that, hey, is that the person that you want to mentor you, mentor you?
Right. And you need to plug in with them. You can either call them up, hey, I just want to, I admire what you're doing, compliment them, tell them where you're at, and say you want to learn from them. Now, if they're any type of person, they're gonna acknowledge you, and they're gonna find a way to fit you in. If not, then hey, that's all right. You find you somebody else. But like I said, you find out, you call them up, ask them, hey, what's the secret sauce? What are you doing? I want to be just like you. I want to be your mini me. Okay.
Right. They're not gonna say get away.
Get away.
They're not gonna do that. They're probably gonna say. They're probably gonna say, well, yeah, I want to. Let me show you what what we got going on, because that's what people like to do. They like to share what they're doing.
Hey, and if you're really brass and you're really bro, invite them into doing a live with you and doing an interview with them. They're going to attract people to you. Sometimes you got to leverage other people's fame and fortune and their leadership And people are going to attract to you if they see you associating with people like that. That's why birds of a feather flock together. You know, you get around the fire, you're going to get burnt, you're going to catch on fire. You guys, that is what you need. Those are the 3 points that we want to give you tonight. Some value for getting on here and checking us out. Two ordinary guys doing extraordinary things.
You always mess that up.
Huh?
You always mess that up. But
two ordinary guys doing extraordinary things.
Yeah.
I got you.
Got that time. But yeah, San Warren, you close us out. Go ahead and close it.
Hey, look, San Warren next level entrepreneur and my partner Cedric Rogers. We always say now, you guys don't take it the wrong way, but if we don't see you at the top, we'll most definitely see you from the top. You guys be blessed.
I'll see you.